day 3 of rediscovering Rose and day 3 of healing, grieving the loss of losing a spouse to a terminal illness. So I wanted to check in and go over the 3rd day of the book. I don't want to say good morning because it is good afternoon now. It's like 4 o'clock and I've been doing so many things today around the house. I'm like, well, let me just check in on my vlog real quick and early in the morning when I get up and do that first. And the next thing you know, I have been on cleaning sprees a lot. So cleaning, like deep cleaning the house the past week or two now has really just kind of seemed to have been very therapeutic to me for some reason. Like deep cleaning, like I have been cleaning all day long from the time I've opened my eyes till now. I'm like, I have got to sit down. I haven't even went to go get my coffee this morning or anything yet. I brushed my teeth. That's about it. And I've been cleaning ever since. So, I mean, the house needs cleaned and it keeps my mind busy and stuff like that. So that's where we're at for today, day 3 of vlogging, even though I'm going to stay like day 1, day 2, day 3 as I vlog the days that I vlog, so that way I know in my mind what day and how many days I vlogged. But now when I put the vlogs together for you guys, they'll probably be day 1, day 2, day 3 in like one video, and day 4, day 5, day 6 in one video, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to try my best to combine these and make it work, and I'm going to just also try my best to keep track of the days that I vlog. So every day that I vlog, I'll count that as a day, if that makes any sense to you guys at all. But either way, one way or another, we are going to get through this together, and I'm going to share all of the resources and all of the grieving and all of the pain and the learning to rediscover who I am and what I'm doing with myself every day as much as I possibly can with you guys, so that I can also look back and reflect and see the healing journey of myself for losing my husband and losing him to a terminal illness and losing him so suddenly and as fast as we did without any time to prepare financially for his funeral or anything like that. You know, the funeral has been pretty stressful. It's been 100% on me financially, and thankfully I've been, had so many supportive people donate to the GoFundMe account that I set up originally, which was just to help me to be there by his side when he got really sick, and it ended up turning into a funeral GoFundMe. They still owe quite a bit on it. All these questions and worries have been going through my mind at a time where they absolutely do not need to be there. And it's been like almost torturous. Like I forced myself to go in there for just from 2 to 6 yesterday, and I go in there and I'm reassured time and time again. And then I said today, I'm like, okay, well, I'll try to go in today from 12 to 6. And I get up and it's a Saturday and there's still way too much lingering stuff going on that I have to take care of. And I know I can go in and I don't have to do anything. But see, I'm a worker bee, so that's hard for me to just go in and not work. Right. When all the dust is settled and I'm going to take a vacation, so go to Florida, I'm going to go to the ocean, whether it's with girlfriends or somebody soon, because it was the one thing that me and Robert were supposed to do. In the meantime, I'm like over here being so hard on myself about my job, and it's because of my job is the one they've been the most supportive thing. I don't miss work. I'm very reliable. I'm dependable. I show up on time every day, early. I do not miss work, and they know they can depend on me. Right. So that's why I think, and it's hard for me to give myself any kind of grace. So like yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I had almost a damn complete meltdown over it. And then I just hit my knees and I started praying, and I started talking to Robert. I'm like, you gotta help me get through this because I'm having a really hard time right now. And I just like instantly got like a moment of clarity over it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do this to myself anymore. If the day comes and I'm not gonna go, I don't feel I can't make it into work, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing this to myself no more. I don't deserve it, and I don't need to do this to myself. It's just like one moment at a time sometimes. And every time I think like, today's a little bit better, then bam, I get smacked right in the face with grief again. And like, I'm trying to like vlog the whole process of any kind of healing and grieving that I'm doing for my channel, because it's the one thing that Robert told me to never give up on. And so I'm in the doing that, and to try to help heal myself and rediscover who Rose is, you know, as a independent woman now. And
yeah.
So I think it'll be a really cool like series for my channel, you know. And I don't.
Oh yeah, it'll be a good transition too.
Yeah, I think it'll help me a lot. It has been already, and I just started it. So let me know if you get a hold of like Jack, or if anybody else comes out tonight. I'm gonna see if I can maybe try to swing out there, because I'd like to do that too.
I haven't talked to Jack. It sounds like RJ will be here.
Okay.
His truck's acting up.
They're supposed to come over tomorrow too here.
Yep, he's planning on that, him and Mike.
Yeah, the grass looks like shit.
Mike told me he's got,
Right, by trying to cut off of it and come off of it too fast. Yeah, see, slow and steady or something. Again, it's got to be when the time is right, and right now it's not even a sight in my mind, because I reached out to her. She's my doctor through Cleveland Clinic after his passing, and I've done virtuals with her. I've never met her in person. I see her every 3 months. We do a virtual, but I told her of Robert's passing, and here we go with the addict mentality again. She emails me or messages me back and says she would like me to come into the office by June to see her, to come in this time, and I'm like, oh damn, I'm in trouble, you know.
yeah.
I gotta go in now. Here we go. What I do. But, I mean, it's obvious under circumstances. She's like, you know, you lost your husband. You know, I would like to see you in person. Things are different. Like, calm down, Rose. I hate that about myself.
Yeah.
You know, she just wants to see me in person. She might have some resources for me or something. I don't know. But I'm like, oh, what'd I do? You know, I gotta go see her. I've never seen her. I gotta go see her now. But it's because of a hardship, a loss, you know, a life-changing event. And she knows it's a major life-changing event. And I'm sure it's probably something in regards to, oh, well, make sure you attend more meetings again or something, you know. Whatever it's gonna be. She's just gonna be there to help me.
Well, you already know you gotta get your ass out.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, I do every single day.
Yeah, I know.
I talk to Terry every day, too. I talked to her for hours the other night, until like 3 in the morning.
And she told me you guys had a hell of a conversation.
Yeah, she brought me this incredible book, and I've been incorporating that every single day from April 15th on.
Cool.
Grief One Day at a Time, 365 meditations to help your heal after loss. And they're little, like, quotes and tasks.
Right here.
For the past 2 years or so, or especially the past 18 months, I've put myself on the back burner, and it's been nothing but about Robert and making sure that he got the absolute best care that he could get, that I could possibly give him, you know, and he deserved that. So.
Oh hell yeah, and you did a great job.
But you get often, as the cancer caretaker, you often get neglected and put on the back burner. But my health and wealth is just as important too, you know, doing it and going through that with him. And so I always just would put myself last, and that's why this whole rediscovering who I am process is so important to me, so I can discover who I am as me and not his wife, or not a caretaker anymore, or whatever, you know. Which is hard. It's hard to let go of that, because that's all I've known myself to be for the past 9 years is his wife, and who I am is because of him. So it's hard, but I'll get through it one day at a time, I guess.
Yes, you will.
But
you're doing a good job of it already, so you're gonna be okay.
well, I figured I would hit record right now, because I just get this overwhelming sense of grief to the pit of my stomach as I'm driving home right now. I just miss him so bad, you guys. This is fucked up. Like, I went to Walmart again, and literally, I think I already put it in my vlog earlier that I've been cleaning the house all day and I didn't even stop to get coffee or nothing. And then I come home, I'm on my way home and I get sick to my stomach, literally to where I'm about to throw up just because he's not here no more. And I gotta keep going home to a fucking empty house. It just sucks so bad. I can only do so much to like manage the grief and the heartbreak of it, you know, and overall I do pretty good, but like then there's times like now where it's just all consuming me and I can't even hardly take it, like just out of nowhere driving home. Like it's so unfair. I just went to Walmart, of course. Checked in with you guys, a song comes on. It was one of our songs that we really love to play together, and it's like, you must know that I'm like broken hearted right now and so fucking over emotionally sad because after I just checked in and did that, this song came on, and I'll put it on the screen so that you guys can listen to it if you want, but it was just one of our favorite songs, and it literally just came on after that, kind of just a way to tell me that he knows, he hears me, and he's here with me, you know, that he's here with me, I guess, and I don't know. Well, I tell you what, you guys, it has been quite an interesting day today. I am like trying to gather all my different pieces of like filming equipment and tripods and lights so that I can have them set up in certain areas of the house here. So when I'm ready to hit record for my vlogs and stuff, everything is set up and ready to go. And then next thing, one thing leads to another. You know, I was in the car on my way back from Walmart and checked in with you guys. And now I'm just on my phone here checking in because my camera memory is full. I have to export and work on that video. And then I will start this vlog and just kind of throw all these clips together for you guys for the grieving vlogs and stuff I'm gonna do. And the cat keeps messing with the light over here. So then it ended up like today has just been a weird day. Today has been a really weird grieving day for me. So I did manage to get a good night's sleep last night. I got some sleep, and again I woke up and didn't even want to go to work. I have the option to go in or not, and I chose not to because of, you know, things that needed to be done around here. Next thing you know, I ended up deep cleaning my house. Like I have been on this deep clean, like deep cleanse of the house for the past week and a half straight, like scrubbing walls and stuff like that. So I ended up deep cleaning downstairs, like my filming area and stuff, all the equipment and everything. I ended up having like a meltdown in the car on the way home from Walmart. I was gonna sit down and read day 3 of that book with you guys, and I still plan to. I'm just actually kind of just decompressing right now, pressing record to let you guys know what I've done for the grieving today, because it's been a weird day. I was driving home and I got like physically ill, like to the point where I was almost gonna throw up, and like just started crying and breaking down, realizing that I'm constantly coming home to this empty house and it sucks so bad. And if you're wondering what all this is, I ended up coming home and I went through the shed. So I went through my husband's and I's shed where all his equipment is, filming equipment, where all of his mowers, his landscape and lawn mowers, Cub Cadets, blowers, all his like equipment for the businesses. And next thing you know, I'm in there cleaning and organizing in there, put air in the Ferris riding mower because a good friend of his is coming over tomorrow to show me how to use it, because I don't even know how to reuse the mower. I was married to a landscaper for 5 years and with him for almost 9, and I don't even know how to cut my own grass. So the neighbors today were so kind. This morning I reached out to her and asked if I could use her push mower because our grass was growing and everybody else's is cut, and here my grass is growing really high and it looked like crap. So I asked if I could use her push mower to cut the hill and stuff. And next thing you know, I'm deep diving clean in here. 4 o'clock rolls around. I didn't even go get my morning coffee yet. So I stopped. I'm like, I gotta go and at least get out. It's a beautiful day. Let me go get my coffee and go run to the store, whatever. I gotta return this phone case, whatever. And my grass was cut. Like the neighbor's son cut the entire yard for me. Like so sweet and so thoughtful. Like, I seriously have the best neighbors. The neighbor came and cut my grass for me. So freaking nice of them. I am so grateful to just have the amount of support that I have around me at times like this. So yeah, then I ended up starting his trucks and then cleaning his trucks out and going through his trucks. And it's just sad, you guys. It's a sad process, you know, and I end up finding his sunglasses and one of his lights. He loves these headlights, and these are his favorite glasses, and now they're gonna be my favorite glasses. So. Well, that's everything for this vlog, you guys. Of course, I'm hopping on here again at the end and inserting a more current day rose, if you will, outro onto the vlog, because I want to say probably the next vlog that goes up or the day prior to that, the vlogs, at least I remembered, and I start putting a little bit of an intro to them or outros, one or the other, if not both, so that I'm not then having to come in current day and put intros and outros to these vlogs, because, you know, again, my mind was so scatterbrained. I was all over the place, and I was basically just hitting record every time that I felt compelled to share any kind of the grief and the pain and the heartache that I was going through. I was just hitting record. So essentially I'm just throwing all them clips together, trying to do so to where at least they're each day. Now there might be certain clips that are done on my camera or on my phone or whatever, but they're all in the same day. Then I just kind of put those all together for one vlog for you guys. Now there might come a time where some of them, the further into the summertime that we get, the less frequent I start vlogging. So there might come a time later where they're actually going to be multiple days as one vlog, if that makes sense. But I remember this day vividly. I remember every day vividly since my husband has passed, really. But I remember this day. I just was all over the place. I was not sleeping very well. I was only sleeping every other night. And as a result, I was getting more and more scatterbrained, and my emotions were running wild because not only was it excruciatingly hard earlier on, it still is hard today, but because I wasn't getting enough sleep, it was intensifying everything. So it was intensifying my grief, it was intensifying my emotions, it was intensifying everything. So this vlog, I feel, was a little bit more scattered, but I still managed to make it work. There was a lot of footage that I cut out and stuff just because it wasn't necessary. Some of it got to be a little too personal, though I try to share as much of my realness and the rawness that you see that comes with losing a spouse. I tried to share as much of that with you guys as I can, but some of it, there's still certain things that in my life that I want to keep private and just keep to myself, I suppose. So, and it was just unnecessary. Some of it was just unnecessary footage that I did cut out. So I managed to make it work, but going back and editing these, it's just painful. It's painful for me to watch myself back then struggling, and I was almost to the point where I was manic-y and that my ADHD was starting to kick back in because it was being unmanaged. Thankfully, after, some months have gone by and I've gotten back on a regular sleep schedule and I've gone back to work and I'm on my normal routine again, I feel that, I've been able to maintain it and manage it better without medication, because I have had ADHD as a child. And those of you who know, I am an addict in recovery, and I'm also on a medication for my recovery. So I didn't want to feel I needed to add on yet another medication. So thankfully, the manic-y feeling and the spazziness and having a hard time concentrating and all of that kind of slowed down, and things finally leveled out for me, all due in time. And I was on the phone. I felt really important that I shared that, because that person that was on the phone is Rick. So Rick is, not only was he my husband's best friend, like I had said, but he's also a recovery coach, and he manages several different recovery houses here in our area. And he's just a really good sober support person to have. And not only that, he's just a really good friend of both mine and my husband's. But him and Robert were best friends. So I did feel like I should share a little bit of that with you guys. Now, a lot of it seems to probably be repetitive because there's stuff that I said earlier on in other vlogs, and I'm kind of repeating myself. But again, I'm doing the best that I can, just kind of cutting out unnecessary repetitive things, and also trying to keep in certain things that may be repetitive, but there's an end to it that I can't cut it out, if that makes sense. So that's everything for this video, you guys. Stay tuned. I will have plenty more of these vlogs to come. I just wanted to give a huge thank you to each and every one of you who steadily comes back and watches these vlogs, and for all of your guys' love and support. Your continued thoughts and prayers really means the world to me, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying these vlogs, no matter how hard they may be and how vulnerable it is for me to share. It's also very important that I share and get it out rather than keep stuff like that bottled up inside. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that YouTube will notify you every time I upload. And let me know, what do you think down in the comment section down below. What do you think of this vlog? Was it too emotional? Was it too sporadic? Or did it seem to make sense for you guys? And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like it. And until next time, I love you guys so much. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye.